My beloved child, don't skip this, stay with me till the end. Something deep is about to unfold, and you need to hear every word. The one who walked away from you, thinking the grass was greener somewhere else, is now drowning in regret. Their heart is heavy, their eyes can't meet their reflection, and every thought of you burns like a silent punishment they gave themselves. They thought replacing you would be easy. They believed they could erase your voice, your laughter, your love, just like deleting a message. But the truth is, no one could match your energy. No one could carry the peace that your presence once gave them. Now, they sit in silence, pretending everything is fine, while their soul whispers your name when no one's watching. They replay every moment, every touch, every word you ever said. And in that loop of memories, they realize, they didn't lose just a person, they lost their entire calm. Don't skip, this is where it gets real. The one they chose over you has already shown them who they truly are. Lies, manipulation, emptiness. What looked like love turned out to be a test from the universe. They ignored your loyalty for illusion, and now that illusion is haunting them. Stay till the end, because this pain is their awakening. They can't sleep. They can't eat without seeing your face flash in their mind. The same moments they took for granted are now treasures they'd give anything to relive. Every night, their soul screams your name, but their pride won't let the words escape their lips. They scroll through your pictures, pretending to be fine. But each photo reminds them of how safe it felt being next to you. You were their peace in a chaotic world, and they walked away from it, chasing temporary attention. Now, karma is gentle but firm. It's not destroying them, it's teaching them. It's showing them what love actually meant when it was right in front of them. The person they thought was their upgrade? That's their biggest downfall. The connection they left you for is already cracking, piece by piece. Listen carefully, the same mouth that said, "I don't need you," now whispers your name in prayer. They don't admit it to anyone, but they miss you more than words can say. Every song, every place, every scent reminds them of you. And what hurts most is realizing they can't go back to the same version of you that loved them without limits. You've changed. You've grown. You've healed in silence while they broke in pride. That's what's haunting them. They see your glow from afar and realize they lost something divine. Your energy, your kindness, your softness, it was never meant to be replaced. They may post fake smiles online, but behind the screen, they're crying quietly. The nights are long, the guilt is heavy, and the image of you keeps flashing like a warning they ignored. They thought they could do better, but now they're learning, you were the better. Stay right here, this next part will make your heart still. The universe made sure they would see you win. Every good thing coming your way will be a reminder to them of what they could have had. Your glow-up isn't revenge, it's divine justice. Now they finally understand what losing a blessing means. You were never ordinary. You were the kind of love that transforms a soul. And now, while they crumble under regret, you rise with grace. That's your power. That's your silent revenge. The one they chose over you is now draining their energy. The same patterns they tried to escape in you are showing up even louder in that person. Because it was never about you being too much, it was about them being too afraid of real love. My beloved, don't look back. Their sadness is not your responsibility anymore. They must sit in the ruins they built with their own choices. Let them learn what it feels like to chase something fake and lose something real. Your calmness now, it's shaking them. Your silence speaks louder than 1,000 words. You don't even need to prove anything. The universe already is. They thought they could break you and watch you fall. Instead, you turned your pain into power. Every step you take now echoes in their regrets. They see your peace, your purpose, your glow, and they know they're no longer part of it. Stay till the end, this is your closure. You were never replaced. You were revealed. Revealed as the one they should have protected, not betrayed. And now that truth burns in their chest every time they see you rise higher without them. They're sad because who they chose over you turned out to be the mirror of all their flaws. That person exposed every weakness they tried to hide. And now, as the mask falls, they wish they could turn back time to the moment they walked away. But time won't rewind. You can't heal in the same place that broke you. And they can't reach you in the same way they left you. The universe sealed that chapter, not to punish, but to protect you. So keep walking. Keep glowing. Keep choosing peace. Because what's coming next will make you forget why you even cried over them. Their story is ending, but yours is just beginning. You are not the one who lost. You are the one who was saved. And they will remember that truth every single time they close their eyes and see your face in the darkness they created. Don't skip, because this moment is the turning point. The sadness they feel is the justice you deserved. Let it unfold naturally. Let the universe handle the apology you never received. Their regret is the loudest silence you'll ever hear. But your peace is louder. Stay calm. You've already won. My beloved child, stay right here. Don't scroll, because what you're about to hear will give you clarity you never knew you needed. The person who thought they could replace you is now learning that not every connection shines with truth. They traded something sacred for something temporary, and now, the emptiness they feel is unbearable. They keep checking their phone, waiting for a message that will never come. They imagine your name lighting up their screen again, but deep down, they know, it's over. The silence they once enjoyed has turned into a noise that never stops. It's their guilt echoing in every corner of their mind. When they see you now, glowing, calm, and peaceful, something inside them breaks. They realize they didn't just lose someone, they lost their balance, their safe place, their purpose. The one they ran to can't fill the space you once held effortlessly. The person they chose is already showing the cracks. Lies, comparisons, jealousy, everything they once accused you of, they're now facing in that relationship. The irony is cruel, but the universe is fair. What goes around, always comes back around. Don't skip this part. It's where the truth deepens. They thought love meant excitement, not effort. They mistook your patience for weakness and your loyalty for obsession. But now, after being hurt by the one they replaced you with, they finally understand what real love looked like, yours. Every day, they carry your absence like a shadow that won't fade. They scroll through old chats, old photos, even voice notes, wishing they could feel that warmth again. But your energy doesn't live there anymore. You took it back, piece by piece, and built yourself new peace. They can't show their pain to anyone. To the world, they pretend they're fine, but when the lights go out, their heart aches. They whisper your name like a prayer they never finished. It's haunting, the way your love became their lesson. The one they chose is teaching them everything you tried to protect them from. They're being lied to, ignored, and emotionally drained. And now, the realization hits, they traded gold for glitter. They chose attraction over depth, and now they're drowning in their own choices. The same nights you cried for them, they now cry for you. The same way you begged heaven for healing, they now beg for peace. But the universe has already shifted. It's no longer about what they lost, it's about what you've become. You've become the peace they can't touch anymore. The glow they can't dim. The happiness they can't interrupt. You were never meant to chase them, you were meant to outgrow them. And now that you have, their sadness has no cure. Stay till the end, because this next part reveals what happens next. The one who hurt you is about to see your name rise again. Your life is turning into everything they once said you couldn't have. Opportunities, love, and unexpected blessings are aligning for you now. And they'll watch it all unfold from afar, not as part of your story, but as the audience to your success. That's divine justice. You don't need revenge. You don't need closure. You just need to keep moving forward in your power. They'll reach out one day, maybe with a message that starts with, "Hey, I've been thinking about you." But by then, your energy will have changed. You'll smile, not out of pain, but from peace, because you'll know you already forgave them long ago. Forgiving doesn't mean forgetting. It means freeing yourself from the weight of their choices. It means understanding that their sadness isn't yours to fix anymore. They created their storm, and you built your rainbow from it. The one they chose over you has already started pulling away. The excitement they once felt has turned into frustration. And every fight, every misunderstanding, reminds them of how calm things were when they had you. Their nights are long and their thoughts are loud. They replay every moment when you warned them, when you tried to show them what real love was. Now those same moments haunt them like unfinished sentences. They see now that you weren't trying to control them, you were trying to save them. You were never the problem. You were the lesson they weren't ready for. And now, the universe has stepped in to teach it for you. The tears they caused are the same tears they now shed. The circle is complete. My beloved, keep your head high. Their sadness is not your victory, but it's your confirmation. You did your part with love, and now heaven is rewarding you with something far greater. A love that won't run, a soul that won't lie, and a peace that no one can steal. They see your name everywhere now. On signs, in songs, even in random moments that feel divine. The universe is reminding them of what they lost, not to torture them, but to make them face the truth: you were never meant to be replaced. So, let them be sad. Let them heal. Let them learn. Because while they're stuck replaying the past, you're stepping into a future that was waiting for you all along. Don't skip, this is the ending they never saw coming. Their greatest mistake became your greatest miracle. And one day, when they see you smiling again, not because of them but because you found peace without them. They'll finally understand what true loss feels like. They'll whisper, "I wish I never left," but it'll be too late. The door they closed on you has locked behind them forever. And now, only light walks beside you. My beloved child, stay right here with me, don't scroll, because this part is where the truth finally unfolds. The universe is revealing what they never wanted you to see. Their smile has faded, their confidence has cracked, and every night they replay the day they walked away from you. That single decision became the chain around their heart. They thought walking away would bring freedom. They thought choosing someone new would fill the silence you left behind. But instead, it brought emptiness that words can't explain. Every attempt to forget you led them right back to the feeling they swore they didn't need, you. Now, the person they chose is showing them what real disappointment feels like. The promises that once sounded so sweet are turning bitter. Every word, every plan, every touch feels hollow. They're surrounded by people, yet they've never felt more alone. They remember the way you listened without judgment, the way your love felt pure and unconditional. That's the memory they can't escape. The new person doesn't look at them with softness, they look through them, making them realize how invisible they truly are. Don't skip, this truth is divine. The one they thought was better is already showing their true nature. Jealousy, manipulation, dishonesty, the same traits you tried to protect them from. Now they're facing the storm you once took for them. And the irony burns their soul. They are pretending to be okay, but the sadness is visible in their eyes. They carry the weight of regret in every breath. Their friends can see it, but no one can heal it. Because what they lost was not just love, it was divine energy. You were their light. You were the calm before every chaos. You were the one who believed in them when they didn't believe in themselves. And now, as the person they chose turns cold, they realize they traded heaven for a shadow. Every small thing reminds them of you. The scent of rain. The sound of your favorite song. The way the world used to feel when you were near. They keep trying to run from those memories, but the universe keeps pulling them back. Not to punish them, but to teach them. Stay till the end, because what's happening next will shift everything. They're about to face a moment that will humble their pride completely. The person they replaced you with will soon walk away too. And in that silence, they'll finally understand the pain they gave you. They'll remember the nights you cried for them. The times you begged for effort. The moments you tried to fix things that were never yours to fix. And when they feel that same rejection, they'll whisper your name into the darkness, realizing you were the one who loved them right. They may reach out soon. Maybe a small text. Maybe a late-night call. But not out of love, out of guilt. Out of the ache that never left. Because now they see what you meant when you said, "One day, you'll understand." You were never hard to love, they were just too blind to see what real love was. And now, that blindness has turned into clarity, a clarity that cuts like glass. Every fake smile reminds them of the real one they lost. The universe has shifted in your favor now. You've healed in silence while they've crumbled in pride. You've learned to live without them, and that strength terrifies them. They thought you'd always wait. They thought you'd always forgive. But this time, your peace speaks louder than your pain. My beloved, this is your glow-up season. The energy that once cried over loss is now magnetizing blessings. Doors are opening that they'll never have access to again. Your aura is untouchable. Your spirit is blooming in ways they can only dream of. And every time they see your success, their chest tightens. Because they realize, you didn't need them to become great. You just needed to be free. You were the light, and they walked away thinking they could find better. But there is no better than genuine. They sit in silence now, scrolling through what's left of your memory. They pause on photos where you smiled. They zoom in on the sparkle in your eyes. That sparkle is what they lost, and it's what they'll never see again. Don't scroll, stay here, because this next truth will hit the deepest. Their karma is not your victory, it's your release. What they feel now is the reflection of every tear you shed in silence. Every night you begged heaven for peace has been answered, not with revenge, but with transformation. Now, they see your name everywhere. They hear songs that sound like you. They meet people who remind them of your energy, but none of them come close. The universe is reminding them, they had a rare soul and let it go. And you, my child, are stepping into a season where peace becomes your protection. No more running back, no more hoping they'll change. They are no longer your story, they are your proof. Proof that you can lose everything and still rise stronger. One day, when they finally understand the value of your love, you'll already be too far ahead. Smiling, glowing, and surrounded by people who see your worth without you having to prove it. That is divine alignment. The tears you cried planted the seeds of your breakthrough. And now, those seeds are growing into blessings. Let them stay sad. Let them learn. You, on the other hand, have been chosen for higher peace. My beloved child, don't move from here, stay till the end. Because what's about to unfold is the final piece of the story you never got to hear. The one who hurt you, the one who left thinking they were walking into happiness, has now fallen into the same pain they once gave you. The world has turned quietly, and every step they take feels heavier than before. They thought they could silence the voice of your love, but it echoes in every space they walk into. It's in the laughter of strangers, in the stillness of night, and in every piece of music that dares to speak about real love. They can't escape it, because you weren't just someone they loved, you were the one they were meant to grow with. Now, every morning feels colder. They wake up next to someone who doesn't understand them, someone who can't see through their silence like you could. The person they chose over you is beginning to show impatience, boredom, and disinterest. The sparkle they once chased has already faded. They thought that person would bring joy, but instead, it brought emptiness wrapped in false promises. They're realizing that looks don't replace loyalty, and charm doesn't replace peace. You gave them both, yet they didn't see it until it was gone. Don't skip. This is where their pain turns into revelation. The universe made sure they would taste the bitterness of their own choices. Not out of cruelty, but out of balance. Every lie they told you, they are now being told. Every tear they ignored, they are now shedding. Every silence they gave you, they are now trapped inside. You are the memory they can't delete, no matter how hard they try. When they see you smiling now, calm, graceful, untouchable, something inside them breaks again. They wish they could rewind to the moment they turned away, but life doesn't work that way anymore. They look for you in other faces, but no one carries your warmth. They try to distract themselves with noise, parties, or work, but the silence afterward always brings them back to one truth: they lost their safe place. You. They see how your life has changed. The peace on your face. The glow in your eyes. The strength in your silence. It's haunting them, because they know that once, they could have been part of that. But now, they're just watching from a distance, unseen, uninvited, unwanted. My beloved, this is divine reversal. The roles have shifted. The chaser became the lost one, and the broken became the healed. That's how the universe restores justice, quietly, perfectly, without your interference. They once thought your love was ordinary. They once believed they'd find someone better. But now they know, you weren't just different, you were destiny. And destiny doesn't wait. Destiny moves forward. They still have your messages saved. They still remember the tone of your voice when you said, "Take care." Those words replay in their head now, not as comfort, but as a curse of realization, because they didn't take care. They didn't protect what was sacred. Stay with me, don't scroll, because this truth is heavy but freeing. Their sadness is not a coincidence. It's divine correction. They are now walking through the same emotional fire you survived. And as they burn, you rise from the ashes as proof that love can't be replaced, only respected. The person they chose over you has already shown their true self: selfish, impatient, ungrateful. They are now being treated the same way they treated you. The difference is, you had a pure heart, and they have nothing but regret left. Every word they said to hurt you is echoing back to them. Every broken promise is haunting their peace. They are surrounded by people but starved of connection. Their heart is full of regret, but their mouth can't find the courage to say your name. My beloved child, listen closely, this is your season of redemption. You're not just healing, you're being elevated. Every tear you cried has been seen by the universe, and every moment of silence has been turned into strength. You are walking into blessings that will make every wound worth it. Soon, you'll meet people who love you the way you always deserved, softly, sincerely, endlessly. And when that happens, they'll see it too. They'll see you loved by someone who values what they destroyed. That will be the final piece of their heartbreak. They'll realize they weren't replaced, they were released. And that release was their greatest loss. They thought they could forget you, but how do you forget someone who taught you what real love feels like? You don't. You just live with the pain of knowing you had it and let it slip away. Don't move yet, the last truth is coming. The universe has already closed that chapter, not to punish, but to protect. You've passed the test, my child. You learned to love without losing yourself. You learned that walking away doesn't mean weakness, it means wisdom. They'll see you again, maybe years from now, maybe through a screen, and their heart will sink. Because the person you've become will remind them of everything they lost: strength, grace, peace, and love. But by then, you'll be too busy living your purpose to look back. Their sadness will be the echo of your old pain, and your peace will be the melody of your new beginning. That's balance. That's justice. That's divine timing.